perfect. On second thought, he might decide that the first playing, the first take as it's called, was the best one after all. But that's all right, for all the takes are recorded on magnetic tape, the most accurate method of recording sound yet devised. Another advantage of tape is that all the imperfect playings can be erased and the tape used over and over again, an economy that has helped hold record prices at just about what they were before World War II. So now we have a rendition considered up to standard. The next step is to transfer it to a lacquer disc. This is the lacquer disc. The sounds recorded in magnetic variations on the tape are now re-recorded by a cutting head in the grooves of the lacquer master. To make many thousands of identical copies of this record, it must be reproduced in metal. So first, a thin facing of silver is sprayed on. This coats every microscopic indentation of every groove. The very thin silver coating has no strength whatever, so it must be supported by another metal. This is accomplished by coating it with a copper backing in a process called electrolysis. The silver-plated master, mounted on a rotating hanger, is lowered into a tank of chemicals in which are also suspended bars of solid copper. The chemicals and a tremendous charge of electricity cause molecules of the copper to disengage from the bars and attach themselves to the silver-plated masters. The silver-faced copper master can now be stripped off the lacquer disc. Meanwhile, biscuits of plastic are prepared. They'll become the actual records, which take their shape from final masters reproduced in nickel and chrome. These nickel and chrome stampers, as they're called, receive one of the biscuits of vinyl plastic and two labels. The plastic, under heat and pressure, takes on every impression of the metal. The stampers are like the halves of a waffle iron, but with surfaces infinitely more detailed than any waffle iron. Next, the excess forced out around the rim is trimmed off. And that's it. The record is finished. After inspection, it'll be ready for shipment to a retailer, there to await the public demand its manufacturers hope will be developed once the recording is released. Public demand. That's the critical factor with any product of industry. And those who judge it well, those who can supply the public with what it wants at prices it is willing to pay, find success as an inevitable reward.